All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and honor and glory to where it's due to Yahweh Bahashim Yasha, Bahashim Ar Kedash. Giving all glory and honor to the Almighty Yahweh Bahashim Yasha. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who were well and who taught us truth. Shalom to the sincere brothers out there who preach this truth and edifying the brothers as well as certain doings. And shalom to the elect scattered abroad. Today, the brother Ayawab come back to you today with another lesson entitled More People Infected, because that's a hot topic right now. You know, the pestilence is coming out. I'm just gonna get right into it, and I'm gonna get more in on other topics as well. This is Rudy Gobert, illness, questionable versus Thunder after touching reporters' mics. It says Gobert reportedly made it a point to touch the microphones and recorders of every reporter around him in the media room on Monday. It says, hold on, it's like, make sure my mic's on. It says, don't try this at home. Rudy Gobert gets sick coincidentally after touching every mic and recorder as a joke during a press conference. And that was on Monday. And I'm just going to see the Jazz's schedule to see if they had any games yesterday. I doubt they did, but no, they didn't. Their last game was Monday, so I was looking to see if they had a game yesterday, and he, had a game, and then he played in that game. He played in that game, then he was touching everything, touching the ball, touching the players, and all that. But it looks to see that they didn't, that he didn't. And so then, which he could have done other stuff within that Monday to Wednesday to today. They probably might have had practice yesterday, this, that, and the third. Don't know what he could have spread. But, so it says that he's infected with the coronavirus. So this is New York Post. This was at 9:44, March 11, 2020. Today, like damn near 20 minutes ago, 19 minutes. It says NBA suspends season after Rudy Gobert tests positive for coronavirus. So he has the coronavirus. This is actually here, man. You got these famous athletes getting the coronavirus. It's not just people we not knowing, that like people we don't know. This is actually people that are well known getting the coronavirus. It's already been coined a pandemic. It says the NBA season has suspended its season in the wake of Jazz center Rudy Gobert testing positive for coronavirus. The hiatus goes until further notice, allowing the league to determine its next steps. Wednesday night's Jazz Thunder matchup was postponed ahead of tip-off due to concern for Gobert, who was not in the building. Both teams are currently quarantined in Chesapeake Energy Bet Arena. The coronavirus was officially declared a pandemic on Wednesday, with several leagues and teams opting to play games without fans in attendance. So they suspended the season. And if you don't know what that word suspended means, suspended definition. Suspended of a sentence imposed by a judge or court but not enforced as long as no further offense is committed. Dispersed through book. It's like when you get suspended from school, like you get a 3-day suspension. You out for that 3 days. Now, it's a difference if it was you expelled, but you only suspended.
Suspend.
To cause it stop temporarily. That's the word I was looking for. I don't know what that other stuff was trying to tell me. To defer to a later time on specified conditions. To set aside or make temporary inoperative. suspend the rules. So to hold in an undetermined or undecided state awaiting further information. That's number 4. That's what it is, man. That's what it is. To hold in an undetermined or undecided state awaiting further information. And that's exactly what it said. That's exactly what it said right here. It said, the hiatus goes until further notice, allowing the league so they're going to look into this and see what the next steps are, what they going to do. And they could go ahead and say, hey, you can't play no fans. You never know what they could do. So they suspended the season, man. You can't put they ain't. The way I'm reading it right now, it look like that you ain't gonna play no games. Ain't gonna be no games played until, as it says, the league determines its next steps. So I'm thinking if there ain't no game tomorrow, they're not gonna play. Is what it looks like, but I'm not, too for sure on what that means. That suspended its season, which that's what it looks like, and that's the Lord bringing the judgment out on this wicked society. Here it is. Yep, here it is, right here. It says NBA suspends season until further notice amid positive coronavirus. NBA announced it is suspending its season indefinitely following hold on, what is indefinite? I'm just not reading this. And before I go any further, I gotta look up that word indefinitely, cause it don't sound. It means like not like definitely, but like I don't know, man. I think it. For an unlimited or unspecified period of time, to an unlimited or unspecified, so it's like to an extent. It says is indefinitely forever. Is that indefinitely is for a long time, no end defined, while forever is duress for a long time. Not definite. So it's not definite, but it's still suspended. It's still stopped. An indefinite number, not clearly defined or determined, not precise or exact. So they don't. So it could come back. So it says the NBA announced it's suspending its season indefinitely. I thought it was meaning like, hey man, we ain't playing no basketball games. Following Wednesday night's game after Utah Jazz Rudy Gobert player tested positive for the coronavirus, NBA announced that the season has been suspended. It says. NBA announced that a player on the Utah Jazz has preliminarily tested positive for COVID. The test results was reported shortly prior to the tip-off of tonight's game between Jazz and Oklahoma at Chesapeake Bay. At that time, tonight's game was canceled. The affected player was not in the arena. It says the NBA is suspending gameplay following the conclusion of tonight's schedule of game until further notice. The NBA will use this hiatus to determine next steps for moving forward in regard to the coronavirus pandemic. That could be like, hey, go ahead, we ain't playing no more games with fans in it. And other player like Lamar said, if there ain't no fans, he ain't playing. It says the article will be updated to provide more information soon. And this was not like 9 minutes ago. And that's all it's talking about, man. That and Wall Street. Not saved, but history. I feel like they're the look up about the NCAA tournament. So this is from the NCAA BB 3 hours ago. 2020 NCAA tournament games to be played without fans in attendance due to threat of coronavirus. And as I was watching earlier, NCAA makes most of their money here, right here in March Madness. It says, in response to concern over the spread of coronavirus, the NCAA announced Wednesday that fans will not be able to attend its championship, including the 2020 men's and women's NCAA tournaments. And that's where they make their money, man. I have made the decision to conduct our upcoming championship events, including the Division I men's and women's basketball tournament, with all essential staff with only essential staff and limited family attendance. NCAA President Mark Emmert, and in a statement, while I understand how disappointing this is for all fans of our sports, my decision is based on how current understanding of our COVID-19 is progressing in the United States. Man, if you can't see this ain't the end, times, man, then you've been living living under a rock. Like, come on, man. You can't see it, man. That the end is manifest. I'm just gonna go ahead and bring it out. You can't see that, man. You can't see all the pestilence, the changes going on in our lifetime, man. This is crazy. Like, who would have ever thought that they was gonna suspend the NBA? The NBA was gonna suspend this game. That the NCAA tournament was gonna be played without fans. They might as well just be playing a pickup game. Like, come on, man. You can't see it. NBA games being played without fans. It says, is 2 Ezra 9 from the top. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou well understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And that's what's happening, man. It said, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproar of the people in the world, you don't think we're going to see uproar of the people because of this? If when the coronavirus starts spreading more and more in the United States, and they call for a quarantine, call for martial law like they did in New York, you don't think it's going to cause uproar in the people? Come on. Verse 4, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. It's manifest, man. It's clear. It's here. Verse 6, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. So we see the effects and signs popping off. So come on, man. The end is manifest, man. We see it. We see what's going on because we are woke. We are spiritually woke. And it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful to see how the Lord works. And how this can bring out the RFID chip. It's so clear. Lord willing, that's how it goes. And this leads to the RFID chip, because when that RFID chip comes here, man, game over. Game over, man. You might as well call it wraps. Game over. End game. End event. End result. That's when that 2 Ezra 6 verse 9 comes into play. And I'm just going to go ahead and bring that up. That's when you see that RFID chip, man, come into place. 2 Ezra 6 verse 9. 2 Ezra 6 verse, I'm over here getting excited about this, man. But 2 Ezra 6 verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man. So when you see that RFID chip come into play, man, they say, hey, you got to get this mandatory chip. Man, that's when you know it's the end of the world. And what follows, as the Lord said, Jacob, our kingdom, man. Man, this is so beautiful, man. We just got to keep pushing forward. Enduring to the end so that we shall be saved. He that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. So we almost home. We don't have to deal with these bodies anymore, man. Right now, but once we get to the next kingdom, man, that's what we just got to keep our conversation in heaven. We still got to just seek the kingdom of heaven and keep our eyes on the kingdom. Keep our eyes on that end result. And while I'm thinking about it, what is it? 1 Corinthians, I forget it. This is what the athletes of this world is doing. 1 Corinthians 9. 1 Corinthians 9. I'm gonna start to see what 23 gives me. Man, it's so beautiful, man. It's 1 Corinthians 9, verse 24. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize? So run that ye may obtain. And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. So, the people of this world, they doing all this singing, rapping, sports, dancing, comedians, this, that, and the third, actors. They do it for that corruptible crown, man, to be seen of the world. Just like LeBron James. He wants to be seen of his fans, man. He does it for a corruptible crown. And if he ain't being seen like he wants to be seen, he ain't gonna play. He does it for that corruptible crown, but we do the will of the Heavenly Father for that incorruptible, man. So that we are saved in the later days, which we are here. So we can be beamed up into the chariots, man, which is gonna be so beautiful. Second Ezra's, Wisdom of Solomon. Second Ezra's 2, I believe. About they shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation. Yeah, Second Ezra's 2, I believe. But come on, they do it for the incorruptible. Or Slacky, they do it for the corruptible, we do it for the incorruptible. I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as the one that beateth the air. So they do it, they just beating the air when they running. But we do it, we run with certainty. We run with a passion, with a zeal, according to knowledge. Man, this is so beautiful, man. Because we almost there. We almost there, man. We just got to keep pushing. But I'm going to get that, after I get this, I'm going to end it with about the Golden State Warriors. Well, that's all I got to look up, I bet. That's all I got to look up. Golden State Warriors will play home games without fans due to coronavirus. It's right there. So you just put Golden State Warriors. It's going to pop up. This was today, 4:59. And today, as I said, they coined it a pandemic. Golden State Warriors playing games without fans due to coronavirus. This pestilence. It says... See right here, it's 3:38 p.m. TMZ Sports spoke with DeAndre Jordan, a Nets star who's set to play in the fanless game against the Warriors on Thursday, and he told us, "I think it'll be weird." Come on, man. They used to playing with tens of thousands, if not, and times 100,000 people in the stands watching them, cheering them on. What do you think it's going to feel like when they playing against each other and all they hearing is each other talking? When all they doing is hearing they shoes squeak against the floor going back Come on, man. They not used to that. They used to the fame, the glory, the corruptible crown being seen of the people, man. It says the Golden State Warriors will be the first NBA team to play in front of an empty home arena this season, with San Francisco banning events larger than 1,000 people due to the coronavirus. And that's just not basketball. That's also like concerts and other stuff, other events. It says the health official of SF announced the decision on Wednesday. San Francisco is saying the ban will last 2 weeks starting Thursday and will include Warriors home games at the Chase Center. The NBA has been exploring the option of closing games to the public due to the disease, and after initially rejecting the idea, Lakers superstar LeBron James has agreed to listen to the experts. The association has also limited media access to locker rooms as a safety precaution. This, that, and the third. And there's just so much going on, man. It's beautiful. But that's all I had. So postponed or can't have been canceled until March 21st. But that's all I had. First and foremost, I'd like to say Kahalayim La, Yahweh Bahashim Yasa, Bahashim Kadas, giving all glory and honor to the Almighty Yahweh Bahashim Yasa. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and who taught the truth. Shalom to the sincere brothers out there who preach the truth and edifying the brothers and sisters while sending diligence. And shalom to the elect scattered abroad. Lord willing, the video was edifying to the spirit, to the body, to the fold. Just keep pushing forward, man. We there. We are there. Shalom.